The headlines tonight: first ever olive oil plant to be unveiled in Umoji, Anambra State. Ukulu community in Anambra State celebrates New Yam Festival. Defense headquarters cautions against use of military paraphernalia. And the foreign scene tonight: deadly gun attack at Russian school leaves 7 children dead. Well, before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come to the turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the news. I am Ibere Ugonna. In response to the call by Governor Chukwuma Soludo from the Anambra in the diaspora to bring back some of the investment home and be part of the new Anambra agenda, an illustrious son of Umoji, Demili North local government area, Mr. Tochukwu Okeke, said to commission the first ever olive oil plant in the state. The Spain-based Anambra investor revealed this when he paid a congratulatory visit to the managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Chido Obidiegu. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike completes the report.
The plant, Goshen Extra Virgin Olive Oil, upon completion, will create over 300 direct and indirect jobs. It will also reduce the availability of unhealthy oil in the markets that are harmful to the body. According to Mr. Okeke, who is also a farmer, said he has admired the state government's commitment in agriculture, saying that he has decided to expand his investment to the state after Governor Soludo's visit to Anambra in diaspora to come and invest, expressing optimism that with the enabling environment, his company will commence operation on or before next year and will increase the standard of oil production across the entire West Africa. Mr. Okeke noted that Goshen Extra Virgin Oil, when used, helps in reducing the likely incidences of strokes, regulate and fight against skin diseases related to oily excretion and oxidation. He also recommended the oil for cooking because of its zero cholesterol content and asked families, restaurants and hotels to visit shopping mall in the state for their products.
I'm here to congratulate my friend and my brother, the new MD ABS. Company is named Goshen Extra Virgin Olive Oil. We produce olive oil. And the reason why we are bringing the company down here in Anambra is because, like our governor, since he became the governor of Anambra State, he has been urging Igbo and then Anambra to come back home and invest. That charity begins at home. So we want to make sure that we Anambrians who live in diaspora want to come and invest in Anambra to help him, because what we have seen, the governor cannot do it alone. So we have to help him in our own little way.
Receiving his gifts, Sachido, who expressed joy with the revelation, said that the company is a renowned organization known for its reputable healthy products and described the move by Mr. Okeke as the evidence of the transformational movement of the Soludo administration in making the state safe, livable and profitable industrial hub of Africa. The ABS boss assured of the station's willingness to partner the company in promoting its goods and services to customers.
The fact remains that today, the enabling environment has been provided by Professor Chukwuma Soludo for people to come in and invest, and they are coming in droves. The situation couldn't have been that bad, and my brother is coming in here and he's setting up this, the largest, one of the largest, plants, manufacturing this extra virgin olive oil in Africa. Okay, so security is here. And
in Oka, Chibuzo Obidike, ABS News.
The rich cultural heritage and traditions of Ndukulu in Dunukofia Council area was brought to the fore as the traditional ruler Igwe Peter Onyanwa celebrated this year's New Yam Festival. The people of the agrarian community trooped out en masse and joined the traditional ruler to appreciate God for his goodness. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzokoye has details.
The celebration attracted top government officials, prominent citizens and other sons and daughters of the community. The festival started with a holy mass at Ezedike Palace, Ukulu, after which the tradition of taking away old yams and receiving new ones took place. The monarch, in the company of his cabinet members, danced around the arena exchanging pleasantries with their guests and other traditional rulers from the state. The Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Mr. Tony Collins Mwabuwane, Nwanne, said Iwaji is a normal tradition in Igbo which showcases the stuff Ndi Igbo were known for and is very peculiar because of its significance and respect accorded to it. Mr. Nwabuwanne maintained that the period has turned to a tourist moment in the state and will continue to promote the Igbo tradition and culture, which gears towards reminding the younger ones of their roots, and commended Igwe Uyanwa for his efforts in repositioning Ukulu community for the better.
The whole of the world, Igbo people celebrate more than any other culture. So it's been part of us, our tradition.
Speaking while breaking the kola nut, Igwe Uyanwa said that the festival is the first fruits harvest which started from their forefathers and it's geared towards promoting peace, unity, harmony and togetherness in the community. He lauded Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the massive road construction which was flagged off in the state, noting that the most touching one is Amansi Obo family axis, and pledged the support of Ukulu community to the governor. On his part, a former Vice-Chancellor, Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University, Igbariam, Professor Fidelis Okafor, who's an indigene of the community, said Iwaji Ukulu is a symbolic and has a lot of significance, where the community in unity celebrates the festival in giving God thanks for a great thing he has done, more importantly for their traditional ruler Igwe Uyanwa, whom he used to bring development, unity, peace and progress in the land, calling on all Umu Ukulu to support and stand strongly with him. Earlier in a homily during the Holy Mass, Reverend Father Greg Eke said that the festival, which starts with the Mass, shows that the community have the fear of God and an understanding that everything on earth comes from God.
na mmemme meta Iwaji kendi Ukulu Kingdom nke Igwe emepela anyị ụzọ tada. Abụrụ itebele ife afọ ndị Juu na-eme ma gbadoro okwu n'inye Chineke ekele. N'ihe ọgụ nke mbụ agụrụ anyị, a na-adọ ya aka na ntị sị na mgbe akụnụba bawanyere ife niile na-abawanye ihe na-aga nke ọma, ihe mere gịnị? Echekwana Chineke.
The parish priest, St. Aloysius of Gozanga, Upulu, Reverend Father Nicholas Okekocha, blessed the yam while cutting of the new yam by the traditional ruler Igwe Uyanwa, masquerading and other side attractions added glamour to the festival. From Ezedike Palace, Upulu, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Chief Silas Chinyamike Onyema has been re-elected by Ndi Umoji as the President General of Umoji Improvement Union to pilot the affairs of the community. Chief Onyema, who is the incumbent President General and serving out his first term of 3 years, will be on December 30th, 2022 assume office for the second term, which will last for another 3 years. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzokoye again reports.
Remarkably, most of the positions in the executive were returned unopposed due to what members of the community described as the administration's commitment to work tirelessly to bring developmental legacies to the community. The 212 accredited delegates unanimously cast their votes for Chief Onyema. The election was conducted in the presence of the team from the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, and that of other Presidents General from Idemili North Council area who came to observe the election. Speaking shortly after the election, the Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, Mr. Tony Collins Nwabuwanne, said the election was devoid of rancor and bitterness, free and fair, and all the delegates conducted themselves in a peaceful manner. Mr. Nwabuwanne, represented by a senior staff in the ministry, Comrade Henry Nwasike, advised the President General and his executives to carry everyone along in their administration of the community and work as a team so as to have a vibrant and enviable executive committee that will do more work for the community.
You have to carry everybody along, do a teamwork so that you get a very enviable executive that will move the community forward.
On his part, the chairman, Electoral Committee, Ichie Obinna Nwachukwu, expressed gladness over the success of the election, while thanking God and all who seek for the progress of the community. The President General, Chief Onyema, during his acceptance speech, said it was a very great and happy moment for him that his people returned him to work for them, having seen the many legacy projects laid down by his administration.
They should be assured that these 3 coming years, Umoji will be better for it.
Mr. Chukelue Chukwudi, who were elected as Financial Secretary General, Arize Okeke, who was elected as Chief Provost, and Ogelinem Ikeme, who was elected as Publicity Secretary, were the only 3 persons elected into the executive for positions that were contested. The election attracted a former Commissioner for Information and Culture in Anambra State, Chief Tony Onyema, and other prominent Ndi Umoji. From Umoji Civic Center, I am Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
A Catholic priest, Reverend Father Donatus Esiebu, says that Nigeria needs true representatives that will capture hope for her citizens. Reverend Father Esiebu, who is the parish priest of the St. Peter's Parish in Kwele Oka, stated this in a homily to mark the last Sunday of the month. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The priest explained that the country has what it takes in terms of human capacity and mineral resources to alleviate the plight of her citizens, but as a result of bad leadership, hardship and insecurity have continued to ravage her citizens. He countered the government for refusing to give priority to education and getting things right, while calling on Christians to deepen their faith and hope in God. The parish priest of St. Mary's Parish in Kwele Oka, Reverend Canon Sunday Ike, and the vicar, St. Joseph's Church Aguoka, Reverend Sunday Okonkwo, whose themes were Christians' concerns, care and commitment, called on Christians to be committed to their services unto God.
The church will continue to pray. We have been praying, we have been calling on God for divine intervention. But we cannot stop. We cannot stop. We should and we will continue to pray until God intervene in the situation of this country and also our state.
On their part, the pastor in charge of Christ Holy Church International, Umuawolo, Senior Evangelist Ositadimma Anosike, reminded the faithful of the need of becoming friends of Jesus, while Prophet Sunday Nweze, who is the General Overseer of Mercy of Christ Deliverance Ministry, Amenyi Oka, and pastor in charge of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Divine Eagles Assembly Oka, Pastor Solomon Olukayode, advised Christians to always bear good fruits.
The challenge of the nation, the challenge we have in our society today is the failure of men to take responsibility of their family. Those armed robbers, those kidnappers, they came out from a family. They all have a family. So it's a challenge to all. Let men arise. And
hymns, praises, prayers, and thanksgiving climaxed the various church services. Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
Still ahead in the news tonight, Defense Headquarters cautions against the use of military paraphernalia. On the Florentine, deadly gun attack at Russian school leaves 7 children dead. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for to the turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of co-Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns in a moment. Please stay with us.
So you gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Gotta take your bliss now. your face. Gotta take your bliss now. Feel the bliss today.
Light up your day anywhere, even at home, with the rich, creamy taste of pure bliss.
We're glad to have you back for the rest of the news. Moving on to our national stories now. Defense Headquarters has described the unauthorized use of military uniforms as criminal. Reports emanating from the bi-weekly briefing on troops' activities and operational successes recorded in the various operational theaters of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country between the period 8 to 22 September 2022 shows their increasing use of military camouflage for criminal activities. Princess Ekwi Ajide reports.
The Director of Defense Information, Major General Jimmy Akbo, reminded citizens that the use of military uniforms for any criminal activity is criminal in itself. He urged citizens to be observant and report any suspicious dressing or action to the appropriate authorities, adding that citizens should be aware about how the military is supposed to be dressed. Earlier, the Director of Media Operations, Major General Musa Dan Madami, had reeled out the kinetic and non-kinetic operations of the military within the period in view, with significant results recorded in the various theater of operation conducted in tackling the various security challenges across the country. According to him, troops of Operation Hadinkai had sustained aggressive operations to deny terrorists further freedom of action in the Northeast Zone, while in the North Central Zone, as part of non-kinetic approach in resolving lingering security challenges in the plateau, the commander of the Special Task Force, Operation Safe Haven, declared open a 26-man Joint Peace Committee summit led by Justice Daniel Lungi, retired, to sensitize communities in Plateau State on the need for peaceful coexistence. Major General Dam Madami said in the Northwest, troops foiled collaboration of criminal financiers while they discovered and destroyed several illegal refining sites, 17 wooden boats, 103 storage tanks, 94 ovens, and 58 dugout pits, among others. He also noted that in the Southeast, troops in conjunction with other security agents sustained the offensive and raid operations against the activities of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network criminal activities and other criminal elements in the zone, while appreciating the media and citizens for their partnership and cooperation with the military and other security agencies in the quest to return peace to the country, urged them to continue to provide prompt and creditable information on the activities of enemies of the nation in their respective locality.
The use of military uniform for any criminal venture is criminal in itself. In every location there are military garrisons, there are police and other state agencies. When you find anything that's fishy, you must report accordingly.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
Moving on to the foreign scene, a gunman has opened fire at a school in central Russia, killing at least 13 people and injuring 21. Victims include 7 children at a school of about 1,000 pupils in the city of Vendesk. The gunman, who was a former pupil of the school, killed himself at the scene afterward. Russian media have posted videos which appear to show panic inside the building where the shooting took place. Some footage shows blood on a classroom floor and a bullet hole in a window with children crouching down underneath desk. And on sports news, after failing to hit target in her first game of the 2022-2023 season against Granadilla Tenerife last weekend at the Estadio Johan Cruyff, Super Falcons striker Asishat Oshoala scored her first goal of the season in style as Barcelona Femení demolished Villarreal 4-1 at the Ciudad Deportiva Villarreal CV Villarreal. Oshoala came on as a substitute on the champions' opening day 2-0 victory over Granadilla. Tenerife favored coach Jonathan Giraldez handed the Falcons star her first start of the season at Villarreal. The former Arsenal Liverpool forward grabbed the opportunity with both hands and rewarded the manager's faith in her with a lovely goal to double Blaugrana lead. The Catalans, who went unbeaten in the Primera Division Femenina last season, showed their superiority from the kickoff and they were rewarded with a goal from Mapilian in the 26th minute. The remains of late Princess Chinwe Mbanugo, the wife of retired Anglican clergyman and former director of finance NTA Network Abuja, Venerable Emmanuel Mbanugo, has been laid to rest in her husband's country home, Udumodu village in Nokwa, Idemili South local government area of Anambra State. Lady Chinwe, principal of the Federal Government College Nise for 8 years, was the first daughter of late Igwe Gabriel Ezekwem Oranyelu II of Nokwa. Correspondent Chimeziome reports.
Aged 70, Lady Chinwe was buried amidst tears from family members, relatives and well-wishers. Delivering a sermon during the burial service at St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Nokwa, the Bishop on the Niger, Right Reverend Owen Wokolo, stated that the deceased was a devoted Christian who was always ready to give her all for evangelism. Bishop Nwokolo expressed confidence that the peaceful soul of Lady Chinwe will be welcomed in the lovely abode of the Lord because she lived a life of simplicity, humility, and was dedicated to the things of God. Right Reverend Nwokolo enjoined all Christian faithful to always put their hope in the Lord. Speaking to the ABS, the only surviving sister of the deceased, Princess Chinelo Ezekwem, a lawyer, said her sister was a role model and peaceful maker who had a godly way of solving every issue and prayed God to grant her soul eternal rest. Lady Chinwe's first son, Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Mbanugo, described his mother as a wonderful and great woman who was loved by all and adored by those that came close to her, and prayed that the good Lord will give them the fortitude to bear the loss.
That God is in control. He's always in control. So all I can say is to God be the glory. I know we are grieving at the moment, but joy comes tomorrow.
As a way to immortalize the deceased, members of Federal Government College Nise 2004 alumni, through their spokesperson Dr. Chukwudi Umego, pledged to establish Lady MC Mbanugo Agricultural and Biological Garden at their alma mater, as well as endowed Lady MC Mbanugo Annual Prize for the best graduating students of FGC Nise starting from this academic session.
We have also decided and also concluded arrangements to construct a memorial garden on behalf of Lady MC Mbanugo at Federal Government College.
Many groups attended the ceremony, including the Igwe in Council of Nokwa, led by the traditional Prime Minister, Chief Richard Okelu, the management of the Federal Government College Nise, led by their principal, Dr. Ijoma Ekumankama, staff and management of Nigeria Television Authority, as well as top hierarchy of the diocese on the Niger Anglican Communion. Lady Chinwe was survived by her husband and 5 children.
And that's it on the news tonight. But remember that you can follow ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television. Okay. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And just before we go tonight, a quick look at our major story. First ever olive oil plant is to be unveiled in Umoji, Anambra State. Ukulu community in Anambra State has celebrated New Yam Festival. The Fent headquarters has cautioned against the use of military paraphernalia. Another foreign thing we brought to you, the deadly gun attack at Roshan School has left 7 children dead. And that's the size of our package tonight. But here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Many thanks for joining the bulletin tonight. I am Ebere Ugonna. Enjoy the rest of your evening.